Would you feel like this is the best you've ever been?
Best I've ever been for sure, but I haven't reached my full potential yet. Nowhere close.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, man. I have a long way to go. A lot of the artists that I look up to are incredible at what they do, and I want to be that good or better. I don't think I'm there yet.
When you say they're incredible, is that because they've just achieved higher heights, or
Nah,
there's something that you're hearing?
Yeah, it's more about what I'm hearing. It's not what they've gotten out of it.
Yeah.
No, not that.
You're not here for the money.
I am, of course I am.
Oh, okay.
But that's not how I measure my,
right.
You know? Yeah.
The Ebro Show is back. This time we're in South Africa. Nasty C is back with us. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm happy to hear all this phenomenal music you got.
Thank you.
How you feel about it?
Feel good. Feel very good.
You're always so, you always come through, you share the music, but you're also very, like, even all the time. Like, you don't get too hyped and you don't get too upset. You always, like, chilling.
Yeah. That's just who I am, man.
Always, right?
Yeah.
But in this music, though, it's some emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So you mostly get it out with the pen.
Yeah, when I'm in studio, I think that's like my safe space. So I get to go crazy in there, get as sad as I want to get, as excited, as aggressive as I want to get.
This project, you say, is about your own personal Nirvana.
Yeah.
And I love also hearing about your focus on mental health again. And I love that is just such a popular conversation.
Yeah.
Me being somebody that's been doing this for a while, it's over the last 10 years, even more recent than that. Mm-hmm. But it's become more of a commonplace for people to explore that, which music has always been that for the artists that I've always sat down and talked to. Like I could always see while you're sharing dreams and passions and all that stuff, you're also sharing pain and all these other things. So music for artists has always been that, but making it more commonplace to use the term mental health.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's new for you? Was that something that you heard growing up, talking about mental health, or is that new?
I guess it's like what you said, right? For the artist, it's always been that, but it wasn't so much of like a common conversation or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, the artists that I listen to and me, like myself as an artist, I'm very used to that kind of, just like using music as like a form of therapy.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it here. The name of the project, Nasty C, representing South Africa. Where is here? Where is this here you speak of?
Here is, first of all, it's not a physical place, right? It's like, it's in my mind.
Right.
It's a place where the people that I love are there. All the things I like to do are there, whether it's gaming, drawing, making music, playing sports, smoking and drinking with my friends, all that stuff, And now a new addition to all of that is just like being with my son. I'm a new father.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. So yeah, it's
How
a place.
old is your son?
Couple months. When this drops, a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Did that help you in any way?
It did. I think it added to what I was already kind of going through in my mind, just growing up and I don't know, just being a bit more honest with what I like, what I don't like, whether it's in my music or just with the people that I meet, just being a lot more honest with myself and other people. I think now having a son is just like made that even more of a priority, because now I'm setting an example for him, and I have to do my best to make sure that I'm a good father,
Yeah.
Yeah.
On more than one record on this project, you talk about your father. Obviously, broken marriages. Talking about
broken marriages, pops.
Yeah, but pops.
Yeah.
Is that that's a scary space for you? Something that you haven't really dug into too frequently in the music?
Not really. I used to speak about it a lot in my mixtape days, but back then it was just like mostly resentment for him, you know what I mean, towards him. But now it's like being older, obviously I've gotten over a lot of the things that I had against him. So now it's like I appreciate him. I understand where he was coming from. I understand the kind of background that he came from and him trying to make sure that we don't go through the same thing. But at the same time, there's a bit of like a disagreement in the methods that he used and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm a lot more understanding. So I speak about these things and I make sure that I speak about how much I appreciate him and his hard efforts. But I also just kind of share my opinion on him.
Yeah, I want to say you say in one of the songs, and I'm paraphrasing, but
yeah,
you think about the pain that he was going through, and even so much of the person that took his life. I think
took my mother's life.
He took your mother's life, yeah. And just that whole dynamic, of what caused that. Is that that's just a heavy thing to digest.
Yeah, it is, man.
Do you go to? Have you like beyond the writing and the I guess the catharsis of the music? Do you get to speak in any other forms?
I'm supposed to, but every time we work on that, like me going to therapy and stuff like that, I always bail, or it just ends up not happening.
Yeah, which is the same as bailing, right?
Most times it's not my fault.
Right.
But like,
you're a busy guy.
Yeah. Sometimes though, I just bail. I mean, I get to a point where I'm just like, I'm too scared to do it, and I kind of just like punk out, or I say I'm fine. I'm like, I'm good now. I don't have to.
It's scary, man.
Yeah, but
you'll get there.
In the back of my head, I want to do it.
Love that.
Yeah.
The tools are that sharp right now. Would you feel like this is the best you've ever been?
Best I've ever been for sure, but I haven't reached my full potential yet. Nowhere close.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, man. I have a long way to go. A lot of the artists that I look up to are incredible at what they do, and I want to be that good or better. I don't think I'm there yet.
Are you, when you say they're incredible, is that because they've just achieved higher heights? Or there's something that you're hearing?
Yeah, it's more about what I'm hearing. It's not what they've gotten out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that.
You're not here for the money.
I am, of course I am.
Oh, okay.
But that's not how I measure my,
right.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know the politics of SA. I do know because I've, rest in peace to AKA.
Yeah.
Shout to Casper. I know they had their stuff their goings on that I think was getting to a better place before AKA passed in some ways. You're going on tour with Casper. But can you share with us, those of us that aren't in SA and don't know and even if you are in SA, maybe don't know the kind of tone of the hip hop community after the passing of AKA?
I think it's still fresh in our minds, just the fact that he's gone and the way that he left. So hip hop is not in its best state right now, but as far as just like the creativity and how good the guys are at making music, just period, and the type of albums that are coming out from the new hip hop guys, I think it's in a very, very good place sonically. But as far as us getting together and doing our own shows and just getting together a bit more, man, and really pushing the movement, I think we're slowly getting back into gear. We're not there yet though, but it's getting.
Is there something? Is it just timing? It's all about timing. The love is there, but it's just a matter of time until people feel comfortable. And
I think so. And also, we just need more artists to start their own movements, kind of thing. Because right now, the two things that we have really running for hip hop is like our festivals and that being Ivy Sun Tour, which is my festival, and then Cotton Fest, which is Ricky Rick's festival. And Rick is not here anymore. He also passed away about 2 years ago or so. Right. You know what I mean? So, and I haven't really been doing the Ivy Sun Tour just because I've been focused on a lot of other stuff, personal stuff, and also just like career-wise. So Ricky Rick's Cotton Fest is the only thing that's really just like bringing all the hip-hop hits together. And him not being there every single time we go there, you feel it.
Is vacant.
Yeah, you feel it. You know what I mean? So it's all those things. But if a lot of the new guys came up and started doing their own things and figuring out ways to bring people together a bit more through hip hop, I think we'd get there even quicker. But it'll happen. I know it'll happen soon.
What's the origins of Nasty C? I don't even know if you ever told me this story.
It's a weird story, man. So I started rapping when I was 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
And there was a guy that used to record me. He was like very close with my big brother. It was kind of like a big brother to me in a way. And one of the days when I was there recording, before I started recording, actually, I was there and he had a session to finish up before he started with mine. And he was just talking to his other friends. Like, yo, that's a nasty cat right there. My name was Man J at the time. And there was a lot of Man Z, Man K, Man this, Man that. And I wanted a unique name. So when he called me that, I just kind of took it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nasty C, Nasty Cat.
Yeah.
Now you got to collab with Doja Cat.
I wish I
Doja
could
Cat,
change it.
Nasty Cat on a record.
We could make that happen. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. For sure.
And she and her dad from SA.
SA, yeah, I know.
You met her before?
I have not met her, no.
Yeah, she's a cool chick. She's just, you know, eccentric.
My girlfriend's a big fan.
I mean,
huge fan.
Why, Doja Cat's fire, bro.
Yeah, she's insane, man.
Now, do people in SA know that Doja Cat Zulu? Is that like common?
They definitely do. If you go on Twitter, you will see.
They know.
They know, yeah.
So she got to do a I'm a piano joint or something.
That would be crazy. And I think she'd kill it too if she tried that.
I'm a piano joint? Doja Cat would murk
she would
with the melodies and all that. And she coming out with the rapping a little bit more now?
Oh, yeah, she would kill it. I didn't know she could rap like that until my girlfriend just started playing her music every day. And I was like, oh.
No, she gets busy.
Yeah, no, she's crazy.
So, yo, Doja, can we get a Doja Cat, Nasty Cat collabo? Straight Zulu collab.
I don't like that, man.
You don't even want to...
Jesus, Nasty Cat? Nah, just Nasty C, man.
Nasty C, all right. Yeah. We can leave that alone. You could do... Now, would you ever change your name completely?
I would, yeah. But I feel like I have to reach a certain level in my career first before
and then
I can
go like
that.
alter ego.
Yeah, and just be like Ivyson. That's it.
So that would be the name if you...
Yeah, I have it lined up already. I'm just waiting for the right moment, you know?
Maybe this is it. You want to make the announcement right now?
So. I think I have to make it in the world first, like globally. Everyone has to recognize me, and then I could change it.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. Listen, it's your
business.
Like
a Lil Wayne Tunechi thing. I think if he had done that too early in his career, it wouldn't have worked like that. I know he didn't change it, but like...
Right. People just call him... He got multiple names.
Yeah.
So what's your multiple names outside of Nasty C so far?
Ivyson, for sure. A lot of my companies have Ivyson. Ivyson Entertainment, Ivyson Gaming.
But what do the people call you anything else? What do they call? Ivyson.
Ivyson, yeah.
So Nasty C, Ivyson.
Yep. You call me Zulu Man too.
Zulu Man, because I call you Zulu Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I like that.
I wouldn't go for that.